Hello, neighbors. You've made it to the third quarter of 2023, and this is great because you have breath and you have your mind. So you have all the tools you need to create the life you desire. And this reading for July, August, and September will break down the upcoming planetary energy so that you can use the influence to your best advantage. So welcome to your reading. If you want to keep track of how the planetary energy personally affects you, please feel free to get your Astrology Daily Journal from my Amazon store. I always implore my clients to keep track of what's happening to them according to the planetary energy that's occurring. Not only is it a good way to reflect, but it's also an amazing way to look at your past to prepare for the future and use the energy to make power moves. I'll link the journal below in the description. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. With that said, let's get to the reading and see what the third quarter of 2023 has in store for you and how you can use the influence to manifest your goals and aspirations. Welcome, Capricorns, to the third quarter of 2023. The affirmation I have for you to walk into the third quarter of this year is, I use all my tools, resources, skills, and talents to be the most elevated version of myself. Now let's dive in. We start off July with the vision and expectation being slightly different than the reality. Ideas, contractual terms, and communicating your vision may be difficult when you're actually trying to put your ideals into practice. For example, there may have been contracts that you signed in the past, and when you look back at it, certain terms may not be beneficial to you or may present additional expenses. Another example is connecting with someone who has painted a fairy tale for you or vice versa. You may have painted a fairy tale for them, and when it's time to act on what was promised, things don't go as well as the vision. The ideals presented may not necessarily have been presented to intentionally deceive, but they were presented. There may have been an overconfidence, and now reality will need to be used when moving forward. Because we start July with Neptune transiting the third house, making an inconjunct to Mars transiting your 8th house, your attention and focus may be a little clouded during this time when handling matters that used to be dealt with easily. There may be some misunderstandings between your siblings, cousins, age mates, especially when everyone's stance is unclear. The events may interfere with the progress you want to make towards getting your finances in order or matters concerning familial money, legacy, inheritance. This may be hard to navigate when everyone is on different pages. It's the confusion and miscommunication that needs to be resolved for everything else to align. So along the same lines, there will be much focus and activity from a lot of Capricorns trying to organize their finances, whether it be their own or joint finances. There's frustration there that's caused by you trying to take the back seat, and also by people, but mainly institutions, not doing what they need to do or updating you as needed. There's a call for you to use your efforts and power to take intentional actions to remedy the issues. Pushing your energy into solution mode prevents having a rage-filled outburst. Now, mid-July, the North and South Node shifts into Aries and Libra axis, amplifying themes relating to the initiative you take in creating your legacy and in tackling issues stemming from psychological traumas that directly affect how you feel secure and safe. Areas in which you will tend to feel drained is in the reliance of others to boost your career. Also, the mask you present in your career or the persona you have to carry on when maintaining a reputation. These areas will be draining as your focus is supposed to be on doing the root work, building a foundation of authenticity and safety, and making your way on your own terms through your own efforts. There's a strong desire to step outside the box, expand your mind, even pursue further or higher education to either complete a training in a different area of expertise or to build upon the skills and knowledge you already have. This can stem in you feeling like you're being stifled in how to express, how to think, and how to get the task done. If dealing with authority figures, there may be fear, but traced with courage. So you may be fearful, but you still have the urge to tackle it. You have to come to a crossroads and you have to rethink your priorities and decide if you're going to play it safe or take the risk. Retrograde Venus happens from July 23rd to September 4th. Venus will be in Leo for a long time and it's transiting your 8th house. Try to take special care of your stuff, especially things gifted by others. There's a chance that it can be misplaced during this period. While you may have been blessed with finances that can cover your debt, do not become overconfident and spend monies that are not in the budget. Bills come first. Also, when it comes to your connects that you've been building intimately, there can be squabbles due to a misunderstanding of love languages. Little squabbles can build to the battle of the egos with permanent outcomes. So please be mindful. So August is a better month, giving you an opportunity to go away with your partner, lover, and for parents, go away with your children. It's also a good time to study something you are passionate about or put your creative works out to the public. Some Cappies can be presented with good news of new life, or they will be creating new life. Also, a good time to take a baby moon for the Cappies that are already with child. There could be a sudden change in lovers or new love prospects in the works. New, not just in a new person, but in the new energy they bring, something you haven't quite experienced before. They may bring a different perspective that has a possibility to open your mind and introduce you to something new, something foreign to your culture, to your way of life. Some Cappies can meet someone that lives a distance away from where you currently live, whether it's through the internet, during a vacation, or just attending an event that exposes you to versatile people. While August is a great month for love, adventure, and expansion, some old energies come back to roost in terms of ambiguity surrounding your relationships, contractual terms and obligations, and creative works. However, now is the time where you absolutely must rectify or find balance with that. There's a lot of energy put forth to entering into a new phase, new way of thinking, being with new people, and you don't want the confusion and staleness of the old issue to interfere. Mercury retrogrades August 23rd to September 5th in your 9th house, causing minor issues with travel plans, with understanding concepts foreign to you, pushing back launch dates, and so forth. Be mindful of the energy, and being adaptable will definitely pay off for you during this time. Oh, and try not to argue with people just because you're unclear about something. Use it as an opportunity to learn, not judge. Ending August, there's going to be a lot of Capricorns that have made a definitive decision on the next direction of their life. They're venturing out on a path that better aligns with the instinctive gifts they have. This is where they will align with the transformed identity. This is Capricorn getting comfortable with the new them, making decisions and owning it and owning their power. The starting of September will be a bit tricky. There can be miscommunication coming from your end towards those in authority. It could be a case of where you have decided what you want to do and are now trying to communicate to others, and either you're not sharing everything or communicating in a way that is confusing, or you are communicating exactly how you should be, but other parties don't want to hear it, so they pretend to not understand. Either way, there can be clashes and contention. As the area of action pertains to your career, your status, and reputation, and as mentioned earlier in the reading, these are areas, when addressed, can cause you to be drained. Jupiter goes retrograde in your 5th house between September 4th to December 31st, and this is where you can see that resources you are betting on or risked on a venture may be slow to return or not return at all. There can be less physical touch in relationships due to differing perspectives, or you may find that a wrench has been thrown into your fun, causing you to be less optimistic. This time shall pass. Try and have as much understanding and fun as possible, and practice retrospection. There's a lot of action with regards to defending your position in terms of your reputation and standing. There can be jilted people trying to add on to who you are in ways that aren't really favorable. So stay in your truth, again, retrospect, and own who you are regardless if you believe that it makes you look less than shiny. People tend to appreciate authenticity over perceived perfection. This is a good time to use negative intentions of others to your own personal growth and benefit. This brings us to the end of your reading, and I will see you in a few for your October, November, and December reading. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below about the energy you encountered so far in 2023 and the progress you've made. As mentioned in the beginning of the reading, you can grab a copy of your Astrology Daily Journal. The link will be in the description below. This will help you to keep track of what's happening in your life based on the astrological planetary influence. And until then, flow with the energy and take every blessing and opportunity the universe has in store for you. Peace and prosperity to you, and we'll chat soon.